Hey guys, as always, thanks for tuning in. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a dual DMD display for both an LED-based hardware or real DMD as well as an LCD-based DMD. So if you've installed Pixelcade or Pixel HV, you've already gone through this setup. So you have your LED-based DMD working. I assume that in this video. And then now at this point, you want to get those same cool LED-based artwork on your LCD-based DMD. So here's how to do that. So what you want to do is go to your vpin main folder, and you're going to look for a file called dmd device.ini. That's this file right here. Go ahead and open that file, and you want to go down to the virtual DMD section, and where it says enabled, you want to make that true. Stay on top, you want to make that true, and then ignore aspect ratio. You want to make that true as well, and I'll show you why that's important here in a second, and then just save it. Now, if you don't see like all this stuff here in your DMD device.ini, then you may have an older version of Freezy DMD extensions, and you probably just need to upgrade that. So before we go ahead and launch Pinup Popper, and by the way, I'm connected to my arcade PC here via TeamViewer. So I'm going to go to TeamViewer, and I want to look at all three displays. I'm going to go to View, Active Monitor, Show All Monitors. And this is a lot easier to do, trust me, than trying to mess with your keyboard and mouse, because remember, it's a pinball machine, so one of them is rotated by 90 degrees. It's really hard to navigate that with a mouse. So TeamViewer is a lot easier. So I'm going to go ahead and launch now Pinup Popper. Okay, so because we made those changes in your DMD device.ini, you're now going to see the virtual DMD show up, and it might show up on any one of your screens at random. So let's go ahead and just browse some pinball games here. And to do this from the keyboard, by the way, it's the left shift key and it's the right shift key, and then once I find what I want, I just hit the number 1. So let's just go ahead and go here. So let's just pick one here, for example. This is a good one. So I'm going to take this and simply just drag it over, and then the trick is I need to resize it so it takes up the whole part of that window here. Okay, so for example, it might be like this, but then what we want to really do is resize it so it takes up the whole inside part of that window. This particular stock one has artwork that's going all the way on the borders. And remember earlier we chose not to honor the aspect ratio, so that's how we can resize it going. We can resize it up and down to basically see there's a little bit, you see that right there? There was a little bit extra, so we just want to make it a little bit bigger here. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and then just hit those shift keys, and let's look at some other artwork and see if this is indeed filling up the full box. Now, here's a tricky one. So you notice on some of this, like this one, the box is up. I haven't figured out if there's a way to move the artwork like specific just for one, or move the DMD position specific for one game. I'm not sure if that's possible or not. So if anyone happens to know that, let me know. But most of these, you can see the DMD windows in the same spot. So I'm just kind of browsing around here, making sure fit looks good. These all look pretty good. Okay, I'm happy with that. We can always tweak it later if we need to. So now at this point, the DMD position will be saved. If you right click, I'm not sure if you need to do this honestly, but if you right click, there'll be it's hard to see here, but there'll be a save position globally. You may want to do that. Again, I'm not sure if that's totally required, but to be on the safe side. So now as I browse around, you can see I have all that nice pixel perfect artwork on both DMDs. And if you happen to have the optional Popper Pinball Art Pack for Pixelcade, then you can get some of the animations like this one, for example.
How about no? done. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Whoa, hello. Great.